Good morning, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Colton Brunton. I run Brunton Media in Salisbury. Now, there is going to be some audience interaction today. I'm going to keep you, hopefully, get you warmed up. So, has anyone in this room today had a conversation that could either help their business, directly or indirectly, or vice versa with the person you spoke to? Can I get a show of hands? It should be everyone. It's a networking meeting. Good. In the last 24 hours, has anyone listened to the radio, listened to a podcast? Again, show of hands. Good. What about video? Social media? TV?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
It's a little bit worrying if it's me. Okay, me. That's a new one. Haven't had that one in a while. Thank you very much. So, everything that I've just discussed is a time for you to either have marketed yourself or be marketed to, right? Now, the start of this talk was the fundamental of marketing. So that bit's done. But it does get a bit more complicated because how do you then do that, right? So what I discussed there and what I alluded to was either something you tried a lot of time to do, e.g. having lots of conversations, right? So one-to-ones, networking, etc. They're great. You should look to do those too. The reason why content is so powerful and the reason why I focus a lot of my work on talking about content is it's the best way to scale what you're doing. And I'll give you some legitimate figures from what myself and David have just done in the last 9 days, leveraging Facebook Reels a little bit later on, right? Which is actually really exciting and a golden opportunity right now that if you wait, it won't exist. And I'll explain why when I get there. But initially, for those who don't know, who do we help? Specifically, we help business owners who are looking to either get into the idea of marketing and understand what it is, but then also know how to scale it. So you might be doing something like this and we can come and capture it for you. You might want to do some testimonial-based pieces with your clients. You also might be in a position where you have some sales terminology that's kind of challenging to understand for your clients. We can help break those down into either usable chunks for social media or larger videos that are either for promotional purposes on your website or to sit there as a little, here's a bit of information to nurture that client for you. So that's more about what we do. But as I said, as I alluded to before, why content specifically? It's a time saver in respect to you invest time once and then you can continue to reuse that content. But also something which we've kind of already alluded to with me and the reason why I post so much content is it keeps you front of mind, right? So everyone in this room has a specific service or a product that they do, right? What ends up happening is when I need that service or product, the person I last had a touch point with, so whether that's a piece of content, a conversation, a message, a call, etc., these are all touch points. They're going to be, oh yeah, I need to use content for video. Oh yeah, I need to go to this person for this. Oh, I need to go for that. And that's what marketing, when it's done effectively and when it's done in a conjoined way, can actually do for you. Because there's the first stage, which is like, let's get people to the point of trust where they actually want to work with me, right? I would argue half of this room is probably at the point where they're like, cool, Colin, love what you do. Probably trust me enough to actually work with me. But do you want to do video yet? Maybe not. So what ends up happening is you've got to get them to that point as quickly as possible so that then you can stay in their peripheral vision. So then when they do need what you offer, yes, I need to talk to that person. Where do you go to your coffee shop in the morning, right? A video that did pretty well last week was a video of me talking about why I go to Sonder and Henderson's, right? It's very simple. They rarely have a queue. The product is good. I know the coffee's going to be good. And they're going to treat me as a human being and they're going to respect my time. And as someone who's very busy, as everyone in this room will be, you know that the time is the thing you actually care about. You don't really mind how much it costs.